What's going on, people? Let's see if anybody joins us on Christmas Eve. I've got nobody. That's all right. See if anybody's up. Got the kids asleep. Put the presents together. All that good stuff. Say something. Oh. 7 people. What's going on, people? Come on now. What up? Ho, 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 Barry. Saint Her. Randy. Howdy. Hey, mate. What's Richard McCoy? Thanks for joining me on the internet. Merry Christmas to you, John. Got me a pair of T15s today. What an amazing set of stands. They're really good. Actually, it's one moment. The Sonys are sitting on them. Oh my goodness. Chocolate. I'm drinking bourbon. You've been warned. Brown liquor is good for everybody, isn't it, Barry? Merry Christmas to you, Ice Stick. Who wants to moderate today? Please, somebody. One of our friends. Good day, Governor. Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas to you. Fill them with sand and they really improve. They do. What bourbon? I sent a couple of emails to Ian at Iota VX and I haven't heard back from him. I haven't either. I didn't know there's a man named Ian, though. I just sent it to info at Iota VX. We're never going to give anything to cheapaudioman.com. Buffalo Trace. Got any takers to be a moderator? Ian, the owner. Oh, well, that would be a good place to start. He's a decision maker. Let me get one inappropriate comment out of the way before moderator lets loose. Yeah. Titanium McGee. What are you debating? Rating the kids' stockings for the good stuff? One sec. I'll give you his email. Richard, you can send it to me if you'd really like to. Thank you, Stellar Odyssey. I like my internet TV show. It's a lot of work, though. Long hours, lots of scripts, rewrites, writers getting angry, going on strike. It's a grind, but you know what? Someone's got to do it, and this guy will do it for y'all. Did you guys get the stuff put together for the kids? I just put together a drum kit. Put it in front of the fireplace with some bows on it. It's as much of a present for me as it is my daughter. It is early to start harassing you about the poke. ISM 703? I don't know what that is. Thank you, Ethan. Zero Fidelity, recommend your channel today. How did he do that? Was it in a video? I heard about it in the comments. Was he on live chat or something? Guess he got the hundo I sent him. Nice. Well, thank you. Saint Her. What did he say? And how did he say it? And in what context? Loving me some Numi BS5s. They're a good speaker. I like that speaker. It's a solid little speaker. It went up in price, though. It was like $80. Now it's $100. Why, Numi? Why'd you do that to us? Merry Christmas Eve. Oh, it was just a Merry Christmas message he published. Did he talk? I'll have to watch it. Ask Santa for a shit Loki. I had one of those. They're fun. Need one for my topping headphone amp. That's a really good little equalizer. Yeah. Richard's just shooting it out for everybody. Ian at iotaenterprises.co.uk. Here, let me take that down. Everyone's going to start harassing poor Ian. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything. Hold on. Ian at iotaenterprises.com. .co.uk. Ian at iotaenterprises.co.uk. Good to see you, Stephen. Can't watch it, but you can read it. Okay. I'm so confused. What do you think about Boston Acoustics VR1 Tower or Boston Acoustics in general? I remember Boston Acoustics back in the day. I haven't heard anything recently, though. Built my own speakers. You might not be able to see them. They're over there. And then I built a kit. I actually was just listening to it in the garage when I built my daughter's drum set. I'll have to remember what they were. I think I got them from Parts Express. I think they're about $100 a piece, so 200 all in. They're bassy. They're warm. And then I have. I'm not going to get them out because I have to dig them out. On the clip, they went back. Yeah, the clips did. I think they sold out again. Go to his channel, visit the community, and from there, about 6 hours ago. Anyway, congratulations. You deserve it. Thank you, Saint Her. I'm surprised. He seems like a good guy. I'd like to see a PSP review. That's coming. Alpha 5, I think. It's happening. It's happening. Love that stack. I do. I like it. I love shit. I wish they had remotes. Talkers are great, but definitely not the best rock band ever. Who is Stellar Odyssey? Who's the best rock band ever? By record sales, you could argue there's AC/DC. 5,000 subs. Nice stick. You always believed in me, and I appreciate that. Nice stick. Do you have an insider knowledge on why there are no available receivers out there on the market? Yes, it's called a global pandemic and lack of preparation on Japanese distribution is what's wrong. Because everything's made in China. Just the first 2 letters of my first name, Steve, and the 2 letters from my last name. Far from Saint, but I'm trying. Can I call you Stanley? Steven? I can't come up with anybody. So what's your favorite Metallica album and why? Master of Puppets, because like every song on there is awesome. I was junior high, and I remember getting that cassette and listening to it in like my buddies' rooms and stuff. And it was just like back then it was Metallica and Anthrax, and they weren't like mainstream. And it was, I don't know, man. It was just so much fun. That Master of Puppets record really imprinted on me. Or Fluence Signature for home theater, ELAC debut B6.2. If you're looking at the Fluence, look hard at the ELAC B5.2. I actually like that better than the 6.2. I felt like the 6.2 is a little bass light unless you get it just right. But I do think the ELAC B5.2 is better than the Fluence. And really well priced at $199. Black Album. I love the Black Album. Love it. 2 songs from my test tracks are on there. Merry Christmas, Mr. Shukla. All the way in India. How much coffee you spill in that clip's a lot. Still got a stain on the woofer. I'm just kidding. There's no stain. Sure, if you can call you random, you can call me whatever you want. Wife calls me a $ face. So Stanley sounds pretty good to me. Stanley's a good, solid blue collar name. Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets. I love Ride the Lightning. Did he go and leave you all alone? Yeah. Apparently that's about a car and not about a guy stalking a woman. Who knew? I had the Black Album on DVD audio. It was pretty cool to listen to, surround sound. I bet it was. I got S&M 2, the vinyl, and the CD, which also came with the Blu-ray. Surround sound. Very good. Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning. I don't blame you. You know, I really like And Justice for All. And that's right when Newstead became their bassist. And it was recorded like you can hardly hear the bass at all. But I still like that record. And the Black Album on DVD. Okay, yeah, I already read that. All right, let's go up. Cabinet bump. Cabinet bump between two speakers. I love that. I reached out to Andrew Robinson and he has not returned my email. Most balanced sounding affordable Class D amp. I don't have a ton of experience. Sorry. The Fozzy is good. Actually, Arylic, hold on. Arylic just sent me this. And it's an amp and a streamer. And it sounds freaking good. Really good. The Arylic. I think it's hold on, A50. Arylic A50 with a streamer in it and Bluetooth. Very good. Surprisingly, awesomely good. I can't believe how good it is. Love that you use 9 Inch Nails to critique speakers. Too few people acknowledge how good Trent Reznor is as a producer and how much he pays attention to his mastering on top of being a musician. Those records are so good. So good. And I can't believe people don't like constantly use them as audiophiles. It's fantastic. Feliz Navidad, Sergio. Hey, Dale. Dale's one of my patrons. He's awesome. Lulio, you're the best. The problem I'm facing is neither Amazon nor India nor Flipkart provide good Sony AV receivers. It's hard to get receivers. Barry, how much? How much what? Oh, for the Arylic? It's like 180 US right now, 175. Very good. It's weirdly named though on Amazon, so it's hard to find. Merry Christmas from Michigan. All right. Are you in the Upper Peninsula, freezing your tushy off? I want to try something front ported. No, get away from it. Okay. Front ported, my amp is rated at 105 watts for 4 ohm speakers. Do you think that's good enough for ELAC Unify? Actually, I have the new Unifies right there. And the new Unifies, yes. Yes, 9 Inch Nails Hurt is excellent, but I can't listen to it because I feel like my speakers are blown up. No, not the UP. It's a troll. Okay. So Metallica concert and Justice for All in Sacramento. I bet that was a good old time. Merry Christmas from Canada. Merry Christmas. Is it cold up there? What do you think about JBL Studio 590 Tower? I wish I could listen to them. I haven't heard them yet. When you're testing 10 minutes, it's going too fast again. If you have a CD transport, you'd recommend any Blu-ray player with a digital out or Blu-ray or DVD player with a digital out. Actually, there's Dr. C from New Orleans. He just got one. I can't remember the name. TIAC, maybe? I can't remember. There's one that's like $160 that he really likes. 9 Inch Nails was the first band I remember to release their new album in 24-bit on the internet, and it was free, circa 2006, back in the good old days. Why don't more front-ported book and surround speakers? Why don't people make more front-ported? Because they probably don't want to redesign stuff, and they're cheap, maybe. Sprout 100 and ELAC V6.2. It's awesome. I've heard great things about the Sprout. I've heard great things about PS Audio. They're just a little too expensive for me right now. Tell them to send me some stuff, though. Yeah. Sprout. I haven't heard it, but it's pretty cool looking. And it's everything you need. And it has a remote. And it's got some cool Class D stuff going on. Edifiers with the integrated power. I do have a pair of edifiers. I did a review on the R17 BTS, the one with the sub out, and I like it a lot with a sub. Without a sub, I don't care for it. touted the SSCS5, so I broke down and grabbed a pair. Got them hooked up to a 1988. Sounds pretty good. They are good, man. I love them. Mine are right over there. Is it true that you can't get Dolby Atmos through an optical cable? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard that. Any Chinese preamplifier you recommend? I don't know any. I've looked around for a lot of preamps, and I kept coming back to shit with one of their headphone amps, actually. 2-channel amp with HDMI switching. Mid-90s master mix very well, like Soundgarden's Super Unknown. Great record. There's a couple, Marantz and Denon have a really good 2-channel receiver with HDMI splitting. Any chance you've heard have any input on the XTZ Spirit? I don't. I'm sorry. I like going on the used market and picking up old receivers. I do too. I've got one right over there. It's like a boat anchor. Have you listened to the Bic 12-inch sub? No, I've contacted someone about sending me some Bic bookshelves, the ones that look identical to clips, except they have silver woofers. I just want to hear what they sound like compared to the RP600Ms. Got the ELAC B 5.2. Great. Just a bit thin on the top of the mid-range. Could be my Onkyo AV receiver. I've noticed that those new ELACs take a lot of break-in. Compete with affordable AV receivers in a 2-channel setup. Personally, if I was just starting out, I'd look hard. I've got a Sony 5-channel 199 down there that I haven't opened up yet. I'm going to listen to it. My Marantz 7-channel receiver, I use that for music all the time. Unless I'm A-Bing stuff right next to each other, I enjoy it just as much. Yes, the Unify 2.0 is right there. Actually, let me show it to y'all. It's quite a bit skinnier than the first one. And oddly enough, it doesn't have magnetic grills like the first one, which is kind of silly. There they are. Right here. The Unify 2.0s. They are a lot easier to drive, too, than the first ones. I'm going to put them on the table. Who's sponsoring the stream tonight? I don't know. Let's see. Charlie's old CD racks. When you run out of CD cases, but you still want to put your CDs on a rack, get Charlie's. They're like 3 cents from India. Any Radio Shack speakers? No, I haven't, but I did have a realistic receiver back in the day, and it was awesome. Hold on, let me grab my soda. Why? I don't know, Thielsman. I don't know why you are. Why I am. Merry Christmas. It does look eerily similar to the ELAC B 6.2, doesn't it? I'll have to look at the dimensions. Marantz HD amp. Be nice, Thielsman. Thielsman. For all your haberdashery needs, Thielsman. Unify from Crutchfield for $260. That's awesome. I got mine for like $330. I think it was from Crutchfield too. This is not my better soda. Somewhere around here, there's a Diet Coke that has some fizz in it, and this one isn't it. Pull the trigger on those RP16. Did you get them for $250? Because apparently they went up to $300. Well, I think the retailer that I linked to sold out. UV5 Virtue better than the version 1. The jury's still out on that. I broke them in almost all night last night, and then I put Jamos back up. I don't know. I have to spend some more time with them. Thank you, Lipo Indexter. Lipo in Dexter. I can't believe I have 5,000 subs, man. You should review the Polka Audio TSI 300 towers. I would love to. They're quite a bit harder to put in a box, though, and send to people. $249. They went up to $299. Yeah, Gary, I think they sold out from whoever I had them linked to. They went up to $300. I like the UB5 version 1 a lot. I also liked the debut B6 a lot. Recently bought in-game speakers, Clips RF73. It's been a 20-year process starting to reshoot for the demo. I wish I had something like you when I started my journey. I do too. Did I miss a sponsor? Yeah. It's a CD holder. 3 cents. 2 if you buy 100. What's your favorite budget DAC? I think topping and SL, anything like that $100 range, or if you don't need a remote, the shit Modi are all great. Micah RB42s. I've had a lot of people request that. I mean, Zeos has done it, and Joe and Tell's done it. I think by all accounts, it's a great speaker. Right now, and if they reach out to me, absolutely send them out. I'll listen to them. But the limited cheap audio man fundage is going elsewhere. PSB alphas. You can't hide from me anymore. Connor Stevenson. Read my comment and your video gets a like. Was great to see Zero Fidelity give you a Christmas Eve shout out. I gotta go look at that. I can't believe it. Thank you, Zero Fidelity. I've subscribed to his channel from my cheap audio man, my personal one. I've subscribed to him for a long time. Do you have a recommendation for integrated amp to drive a ELAC B 6.2s? I think just about anything will handle them. They're I mean, not the most sensitive speaker on the planet, but they're definitely not difficult to drive. If you're looking at like a receiver style, anything from Denon or Marantz, is good. Anything 50 watts or hell, 35 watts will probably do it. Dominique Fiera, you're my favorite no BS person. Have you ever heard one of those compact amps from Denon Marantz with a built-in CD player? No, but I almost bought one. Thank you, Sam. Any EXO, watching here from Taiwan. Thank you. That's a long ways away. Your recommendation by my I'm sorry. Amber Alert. Bought your $15 DAC. That's a good little DAC. I like it. It sounds really good. Radiohead Street Spirit for testing. I listen to National Anthem by Radiohead quite a bit. There's a lot going on in that song. You never did. I have it. The Pioneer is in my chair. We're good. It's happening. It sounds good. So I'm watching. Thanks, Chiba Chan. I think it's called a silver. That's true. Absolutely. Building my foam panel. Good. What do you like from Olive Garden? Their salads are delicious, and all-you-can-eat breadsticks. It's a lovely evening that you can have with your wife or loved ones. Olive Garden. We've been around for a long time. Our food is pretty bland, but we do have salt. That was my Olive Garden commercial. Did you like it? Merry Christmas, Daniel. What up, Pakistan? Oh, Schism by Tool. I've been listening to a lot of Tool lately, man. That is so good. You're not kidding. Chocolate Chip something or other is astounding song to listen to. Returning my Sony. They're good for 75, but not great. I understand, man. You got to get them right up against the wall. Otherwise, the bass is a little bit thin on them. I am from the Midwest originally, but not Chicago. I've been to Chicago, though, a few times. Wilson Audio Speakers. Maybe. Shoot me over a list of the ones you think would be good. Merry Christmas to you, Sam Wayne. That's a good name, Sam Wayne. Merry Christmas, America, from Mexico, Jose Romero. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Jose. You remind me of Fletch, like Chevy Chase Fletch. Ever know? Had a water buffalo. Put it on the Dunder Hills bill. I'll have a steak sandwich and a steak sandwich. Going to Olive Garden. I don't blame you. I do like Depeche Mode. I haven't listened to them for a while though. Do you love Cats? I don't hate Cats. Ohio? No. My sister lives in Ohio though. Left of Ohio. Nebraska. I'm originally from Nebraska. Yes, and Fletch humor. Cleveland. No. Hello, Cleveland. Ontario. California. I flew into Ontario a couple of times. John Wayne Airport, I think, is on Ontario. ELAC, SVS, and Martin Logan this year. I think Emotiva B1 Plus are the real value. I agree. The Emotiva B1 Plus is outstanding. Puerto Rico. Feliz Navidad. Us, Mr. Gonzalez. Pretty sure. Yes, I had a Nebraska hat on the other day. I thank you. I do have a Cornhusker locomotive, corn fed. Here, no, welcome me. John Wayne is in Orange County, by the way. I guess I flew into the wrong area. I did fly into Ontario, California, though, because I couldn't get into LA once. Watching here, Merry Christmas. You and your family keep safe. You keep safe. When the black shirts meant something. Yes. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. Don't get me started. When you A/B speakers, do you listen song versus song or a whole playlist? Not sure my memory is good enough. Might need to listen to both at the same time. When I A/B speakers, I will generally listen to the whole song, and then I'll listen to the whole song on the other speaker. And then when I have certain parts of the song that I know and I listen for, I'll listen to that, and then I'll listen to it on the other speaker. But mostly, I'm pretty comfortable with my test tracks now, so I always know what I'm trying to listen for. And like Shoot to Thrill, if it doesn't do that and it does it on one speaker, then I'm like, oh, okay. Dwight Yoakam. I was stationed in Offutt back in the early 90s. Barely spent any time there due to Gulf War, World War II. Offutt, like Air Force Base in like Fort Walton Beach, Pensacola. I spent some time in Offutt and above Offutt Air Force Base. Thanks, man. Thanks, Alexander. 26. Appreciate it. Interview the Micah RB42s. Maybe. If I can. A lot of people have been asking about that. They're good, though. I mean, everybody says they're good. So go grab them. I have an issue with the 4-inch woofer. That's it, though. I'm sure they're great. Bellevue, Nebraska. Hell yeah. Offutt Air Force. That is right. That's okay. Eglin Air Force Base. Yeah. Offutt. I've been to Offutt Air Force Base too. Christmas present test truck for you. Marina, To Be Human. Foo Fighters. Not a huge fan of Foo Fighters. I know it's horrible. Joe and Tal does like the RB42s, and so does Zeos. So those guys are like monster reviewers. You don't need little old me talking about them. You can see what Sean wrote on his community tab. Thank you. I am Santa Claus. Literally, I just put things in front of the fireplace for my children. I'm not magic, though. I wish I was. I'm sure that 4-inch woofer does sound good. A 4-inch woofer on the Andrew Jones Pioneer sounds really good, too. This month's Christmas present, I finally get to open and listen to them tomorrow. Good. I can't wait. Giving the gift of audio to yourself. Best live performance I've seen. Oh, the Korn concert last summer in Dallas, Texas was a hell of a show. It was Alice in Chains and Korn, and it was awesome. I bought a ticket like last minute, went by myself. I was like front row center, right behind general admission. I could have thrown a football to him. It was so good and so awesome. I don't have any merch for sale. I don't. We were supposed to go to Keller for Christmas, but something came up. Well, then you could have knocked on my door. Korn is great live. They're so much fun. I love Korn. And do you listen to Pink Floyd or classic rock? Fleetwood Mac? Yes. Rumors album is a great record. My son listens to Pink Floyd. I do not. Eagles, not so much. But Fleetwood Mac, yes. Almost entirely the Rumors album, though. I like the monkey and the skull and the other trophies. I can relate to those. They're back here somewhere. It's a monkey. First one. You were one of my first 100. I'm so thank you, Chris. Crazy time. I'm overwhelmed with all this, and I appreciate all you watching me being an idiot and talking about speakers. I remember, you know what's sad is when they start playing Guns N' Roses. Makes Zeos and Joe and Tell seem amateur. No, Zeos and Joe and Tell are awesome. They're all awesome. Thank you, though, Ziggy. I appreciate that. Reading all my comments and just not reading. No, that's not true. Best live performance 1 month after 9/11 happened. It was called the Pledge of Allegiance Tour in Tacoma, Washington. I lived in Tacoma. It was Mudvayne, System of a Down, Rammstein, and Slipknot. That sounds like a blast. Should get Dire Straits' first album. I need to put Dire Straits on my test tracks. The sponsors are a vital part of this channel. Without them, we couldn't do what we're doing. Are you in Canada? No, I'm not. Menacing posts. I'm not going to do it. Just a game is good for testing speakers. Merry Christmas to you, Ketsuki. For low volume, which speaker is best? Clips are pretty good for low volume. Also, the Emotiva B1 Plus is excellent for low volume. That Paradigm I just did is pretty good in low volume. I did the Cult. Did you know they changed their name from Southern Death Cult? They're British, I believe. On the Korn Unplugged album, they do a song with the Cult. No? Yeah, I think so. My wife and I have been going to concerts since Rat Round and Round Tour. Nice. Secret to your success is you speak our language. What language is that? American? Just kidding, it's English. You must hear B&W. I would like to hear the B&W. Floor standers or stand mount speakers? Generally, I like bar stool mounted speakers because they're easier to put around. You can have more of them. You can stack them up in your closet. You can have different flavors, and then you can put up different ones. And if you have a sub, then you have full range sound, and you have way more placement options. And generally, they're cheaper, even when you put in a sub. Favorite song or album test speakers capacity? More Human Than Human by White Zombie is a pretty gosh darn good test of a speaker. It's got a lot going on. The Emotiva and the Paradigms do sound similar. Now you're getting into the Saturday speaker shootout. I don't know if I can divulge that information, Ziggy. Emotivas are better. How many hours per week do you spend listening to your play? Oh. When I'm listening to the playlist, I guess I'm in like reviewer mode, however obnoxious that sounds. And so I'm listening for specific things. When I'm listening for pleasure or like background, I generally just turn on like shuffle and just let it go. It doesn't get boring though, because I get to like hear so many different speakers, and it's it's fun to hear how people do it differently. This is the luckiest thing I've ever done. It's so much fun. And to get to listen to cool speakers all the time. This is a dream come true. Dream come true. I love it. Polk Monitor 40 series. I would love to. Glenn Miller Orchestra. It sounds amazing. Cool album. Audiophile quality for sure. Stephen B., that's a good recommendation. Would you run the BC3 through the Prozor? No. The BC3 has probably a better DAC in it than the Prozor. BC3 has a really good DAC in it, just fine. I wouldn't run the BC3 through a DAC unless the DAC is $200 or more. Do some center channel reviews. I would love to, but I just don't know what I would say. I don't run a center channel, so I'm not up to speed on center channels, and I wouldn't be the guy to ask about that. Polk Audio Monitor 40 is similar to... Oh, that's right. I do remember that now. You're welcome, Josh. Edgar Winter's Frankenstein. Yes, Frank. That's a fun. There's a cool drum solo on that song. RTI A3 for $100. Nice. I have those. Well, my son has them upstairs. Real wood veneer. It's a good speaker. It's a powerful speaker. It'll get you going. Richard, I don't know how that's germane to this conversation. I drive an SUV because it's what I have. What speakers are you using in your main setup currently? Well, in my room, I have the Klipsch RB61 2s right now. Right next to me, I have the Jammo C93 2s. And then the ELAC Unifies are going up here next. Have you heard the SMSL SA300? I'm pairing it with Sony. I haven't, but I've heard it's great. I have the SMSL M300 DAC, and I like it. Merry Christmas, Bobby. Jammo S803. I haven't. I have not. I have the 805 sitting right over there, though. I'd like to hear the 803s. What kind of SUV? It's a Ford. Am I the only one who'll be sad if the wobbly table goes away? Probably. Somebody said they're getting seasick. I don't blame them. Polk Audio TSI was on sale for $130. That's a good price for those. That's a good speaker at $130. Merry Christmas, Daniel. Never lose the table. Thank you, Steve. Steve's got my back with the table. No, I haven't tried any servo subs. I have not. I'm not a good sub guy. I don't know what the hell. They all just sound bassy to me. Merry Christmas. Soundavo HP DAC for $109. I haven't heard of that brand. What kind of chip does it have? What are you drinking? Diet Coke? Then we can witness the table collapse one of these. That's probably going to happen when I throw like 16 speakers on top of it. Q350. I don't have the Q350 yet. I've got a lead on some, but I don't have them yet. Ooh, yes, the Monitor Audio Bronze do look sweet, and I think I'm getting the Monitor Audio Bronze 50s in. But that 8-inch woofer looks yummy as heck. Would you recommend a potato over the proteins? If you put butter and cheese on it in the microwave for like 6.5 minutes, I'm taking the potato every day of the week. That was a good question. That's probably the best question I've heard. T15 bookshelves up sale if you want to test some AMTs like you would. I would like to. The problem I have with those is they're small. Polk TSI for $129 with shipping. That's good to know. Those Polks are good if you can get the tweeter up to your ear. Worth the money to get the app for a long wait. I have no idea. Okay. What time is it there? It's 11:08 p.m. or 23:08 military time. Most Polk speakers are overrated. kind of agree with that. Burr Brown. It's a good DAC. She occasionally, I sit her in front of a speaker and I ask her what she thinks. And she'll tell me. It's actually really good to get her take on a speaker, and usually she says it's very clear. Most newer folk speakers are underrated. Why does the Polk RTI A3 not image well at all? I don't know, but I had the same exact experience as you. Probably because they're meant to be flat against the wall. And they're probably meant to have their giant center channel speaker in the middle. Ooh, I would like to have a sub that goes down to 20 hertz. Excuse me. I like Bose. Bose is my first speaker that got me into hi-fi. I think Bose has done more for this industry than anybody else, and if they're universally crapped on, but Bose was the first company that made it like cool to have like a multi-channel surround system. They were the first company that said you should have a subwoofer, and I think they paved the way for the audio snobs like us to crap on Bose. The bottom line is Bose made an awful lot of money selling speakers, and their frequency response isn't great. But I would argue that Bose has done a lot for this industry and allowed people to get into Bose, get that sound, and then be like, I wonder if there's anything better. So Bose is almost like a gateway into this hobby. I haven't heard the XTZ Sound Spirit 4, but I'm going to block this person. Remove. Not adding them as removing them. I'm going to block them. Nah, darn it. I didn't know Bose made sunglasses. Do they have like earbuds in them? Bose headphones are good, and arguably they're pioneered noise cancellation. I run a 3.5 out of both of my Sony TVs into my old integrated amp. Should I definitely get a DAC? Maybe. I would try it. How old's your TV? I haven't heard the 301s. I'm not like, I don't hate on Bose though. I think that they've done a great job. They've figured out what people like to hear, and obviously people like to hear it. You're considering reviewing Monoprice or Dayton? Monoprice, I have some Monoprice headphones. Actually, right here. These are Monoprice headphones. They sound very good. Ever review cheap audio subs to pair with it? Yes, yeah, I will. I have a Monoprice sub at work. It's good. Sound way better than their speaker sound bars. I haven't heard a Bose headphone for a while. Corrado makes good headphones. I've heard that. I haven't heard any personally. I think they're made in America too. Okay, Dale, you're becoming a moderator. Heck yeah, you are. Thank you, Dale. Coming at me, helping me out again. Chromecast audio, if you can find. I think they're discontinued, though. I don't think they make Chromecast anymore. Do you like Beck? I do like Beck. I haven't listened to him for a long time, though. Back in the 90s, I listened to Beck. Eli, I don't think you're supposed to be here. I wish the stuff from Bose was not so expensive. I agree with that. Don't you think for the price you mentioned? But yes, there is way better stuff. Definitely discontinued, but there's still some floating around out there. I'd like to find them. I searched them out one time and I couldn't find them. Apple AirPod Max. I haven't heard them. I didn't care for the AirPod 2s, though, that my wife has. Yes, I like Counting Crows. Coldplay, a little bit, but Counting Crows I do like a lot. I run a Sonos, not a Sonos. I don't know. It's a 10-inch sealed subwoofer. It was $350. It was normally priced $500 at Best Buy. I got it for $350. Sonance, I think. It was oddly, I didn't never even heard of them before, but it had everything I wanted. It didn't have a bunch of like remote control tomfoolery, and it had a phase control on the dial. August and everything after is my top 5 all-time albums. Tragically Hip, legendary Canadian band. I haven't. I'm going to listen to some though. Ooh, I'm getting tired. What about Pantera? I like Pantera. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of shenanigans when I was in high school listening to some Pantera. I have the Acoustamass. It's literally, it's a paper woofer, and I can't make those break, and I've had them for over 20 years. Yeah, Pantera's pretty awesome. Yeah. Respect. What did you say? Pantera. That was my Pantera commercial. Have you been to Austin City Limits? I have not, but my son has. Rel, yes, I've heard great things about Rel. Judas Priest, not as much Judas Priest. Primus, I love Primus. Oh my God, Primus. You know what? I need to put Too Many Puppies on my test track. Primus is incredible. That guy, I can't remember his name, the bassist. Yeah, Big Brown Beaver. Mm-hmm. Cake. I also like Cake. My name is Mike. Yeah, there is a cool, like, if you go to YouTube, go figure, look at a like Lollapalooza, like 94 or something. Primus. They're getting some hate. They're getting some booze. Man, they played the heck out of some stuff. Quar. Les Poole. That's this guy. Oh my gosh, he's awesome. I wanted to go see him tour last year, and he was touring around. It wasn't with Primus though. He's super good. Love you, Punit. You can be. You can be my neighbor. Come on over. Woodstock. That's it. Yep. There is a song, and I can't remember what it is, but there's a live version of it, and it was so good. I'll have to think about that. Robert, Merry Christmas. What time is it over there in the UK? Primus is still touring? Oh my gosh, I would love to hear them. Les Poole is so awesome. At NHT, I've been trying to get some. They boo on purpose. Ron Swanson. I've heard that more than once. I like that guy. Yeah, well, I didn't know they booed on purpose, but they're awesome. Tommy the Cat. That's it. That's the song that I love. Tommy the Cat. Because they stop and then the crowd yells. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Primus is good before South Park. I don't know Billy Duff. Ortiz, my boy. Wilco Yankee, Hotel Foxtrot. Little phonetic alphabet. Alpha Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Hotel, Lima, Indigo, Quebec, Zulu. Yes. Really cool album, Roger Waters, The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. What's your favorite high-end amp over 100 watts? The Anthem Integrated 225, which is no longer sold. Les Paul. I didn't know that. That's interesting. He's too good to be in Metallica. But Robert Trujillo is happy as hell about that. Or maybe that was when Newstead started. Perfect Circle. That's so funny. I was listening in Perfect Circle last night. I can't remember the song. I put it on the test track. Billy Duffy. Okay. I'll check him out. I looked. It's 200 watts and impossible to find. Emotiva has a good one. The Bass X 300, I think. But you have to get a preamp for it. Later Ortiz 805. JBL speaker review coming up. I don't have any JBLs coming up. A nice shout out from Zero Fidelity. I heard that. I'm going to look at that. Claypool's amazing. What did he do? He was just on. So, Alice in Chains was just inducted into some, I don't know, pop culture museum in Seattle. And Les Claypool did a intro for them. And Metallica did a cover of Wood. It's pretty good. Studio 530 is on the way. I hope they live up to the hype. I want to hear them. Mm-hmm. Eagles is another one great to see live. I bet they're awesome. You know, I had an opportunity to see not Jimmy Page, Robert Plant and John Paul Jones in 1990. That would have been 6 or 7, 97. They're in Kansas City, and I had to work that night. Someone offered me a free ticket. And boy, do I wish I would have gone. Steely Dan. I can jam the songs. Okay. No, I don't play guitar. You're the second person. I'd play the drums, kind of. Not very good anymore, though, as I just found out in the garage putting together a drum kit for my daughter. You ever been to the Rock and Roll? No, I haven't. I've been to the College Football Hall of Fame, though, in Ohio somewhere. Sony SSCS5s or NUMI BS5s have a wider sound stage than NUMIs. They have a better waveguide. But they're also warmer, and they might not be everyone's cup of tea. To play football. I used to play football many years ago. Zero Fidelity's mention of you on his page under community. Thanks, Sean. Zero Fidelity, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, probably more gentlemen than ladies. I'm about ready to sign off. Canton, Ohio, yep. Telling Motiva to come out with a premium Ultra Plus line so you can poop and pee your pants. If they came out with a 6.5-inch bookshelf speaker, I think I would faint like a female at a Beatles concert back in when there's black and white. Just fall out. Chuck Biscuits on his tiny drum kit always sounded intense. You're probably right. Probably more boys than men here. I know mentally I'm about a 15-year-old. Fine to plug the ports on bookshelf speakers. Yes, it is absolutely fine. And a lot of companies actually include ports. KEF specifically includes ports to go right in, plugs into the port. Thanks for hanging with me. Don't thank me. I'm thanking you. Speakers under 150, the really cheap ones, but goodies. Ziggy, give me a list what you want to hear, and I'll review them. Yes, that's true. If you do plug your port, you're going to have to probably bring the subwoofer up a bit to balance them out. Good point. Yeah, Dave. I don't know why, but people are subscribing to me, prescribing to the cheap audio man. Cheap audio man. I was just taking you look. Where's my? I'll catch you later. Merry Christmas, man. Thank you, Steven. Merry Christmas to you. Nice shirt. Thank you, Wolfpack Alpha. It's my Christmas Eve shirt. Thank you, Patel. I don't know how to say your first name. How far out from the wall did you have your Q150s? I did not fill the ports. I had them about 12 inches from the wall. What's that behind you? Box of sticks. Metallica poster. Get that rib roast going. The sticks are moving. All right, gentlemen, I gotta go. I'm tired. I got a big morning tomorrow when Santa comes to town. Thank you, everyone, for watching and subscribing. You're awesome. Don't spend a whole ton of money to enjoy your fun music. All right. Good night, everyone. I appreciate it.